Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for week 5 of the Lent journey. Um, we are blessed to have you on this evening. I'm just going to wait about a minute or so that we can get others on so that there is a slight delay, but we want to make sure that everybody gets on and can see and can adjust and things like that. And then we will get fully, and I'm just looking on my various screens so I can see who we have going on. Hi, Minister Peterson. So we are doing great and it's been blessed. So all systems are go. In about another second or so, we are going to get fully on and going, and it will just be an amazing ride that we are about to journey on. So let me see. We have our scripture. We have everything going. Awesome. Hi, Sister Marilyn. How are you? Awesome. Everyone's in. So let's jump into this. Thank you again for joining us for week 5 of the Lent journey. This week's focus is sharing. Our daily prayer is, Lord, help me become more generous. And tonight's topic is different rewards. Now, as we hear in our foundational scripture, Matthew, the 6th chapter, the 1st to the 4th verse, we hear Jesus talk about the different, rewards within the Bible passage, and sometimes we wonder, are there special rewards when, we do things for the world or we do things for heaven, and we are rewarded differently. We definitely are. And so because we are rewarded differently, which one do you want? That is the ultimate key. Which reward do you want? Now, back in the day when, I was just getting the hang of, being a believer and really taking myself out of the situation, I wanted the applause. I wanted, everyone to pat me on my back, and I wanted them to tell me how great of a job I was doing. I wanted them to tell me that. However, it didn't get me anywhere. That's the thing. That is the ultimate thing. It didn't get us anywhere. Sister Sasha, thank you for joining us this evening. So it didn't get us anywhere. So when we do things of the world and they put us up on this pedestal and they love on us, quote unquote, love on us, and they pay us this attention and they think we're the best thing since sliced bread, we feel that we've arrived. We feel that we've come full circle and we've gotten everything that our education has given us, that we've gotten everything that we're supposed to have. And the minute we no longer serve the overall process and the overall goal, they forget about you. They don't even worry about what you're doing and how you're doing anymore. And so their engagement is short-lived. It's short-lived. So therefore, we really upset because we're like, what happened? Why is this going on? Why don't we have people in our particular corner? And so therefore, because we've decided to go to the world for the things that we needed. Now, when we do things in secret and for the Father and about the Father, He rewards us 2 ways. He rewards us in secret a lot of the times. And sometimes we don't appreciate when He rewards us in secret because our human nature wants to be recognized. Nature wants to be, people to be like, someone did for me. I'm referencing back to a sermon that I heard Pastor John Gray speak. And I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding him on this as we speak or whatever. That is not for me to get into. I just want to acknowledge that I'm aware, people are, saying things or whatever. I can't make that judgment call. But he did us actually relates to how we are in the spirit. We don't always want to wait. We want to make sure that we get it right then and there. We want to all be about it. We want people to tell us how great we're doing, how amazing we are. We're supposed to manifest this purpose that we're supposed to have and be on top of this pedestal and be able to tell people what to do. And that is not what he does. The secret builds our confidence, builds our self-esteem, gives us a peace that's unlike anything we've ever had, so that we can continue moving forward and doing the things that we need to do in him. So that when he does reward us openly, we not only have the foundation, we can take it. It doesn't get to our ego because we know it had nothing to do with us. So there's a process, there's a two-step process for God rewarding us. He's going to first reward you in secret. And the purpose behind rewarding you in secret is so to see how you're going to handle it. Are you going to be puffed up? Are you going to be patting yourself on the back? Are you going to be putting it out there in the street like, yeah, this is what I got? And he didn't announce that? He's trying to build your character in the close proximity of comfort. It's just like your father and your parents. What they do is they try to comfort you and take care of you and make sure you're good at home, so that when you get out in the world, you have everything that you need. They don't always reprimand you in front of your friends. They don't always give everything you need openly in front of your friends. It could be that extra dollar they gave, they saw you, helping your sister out or your brother out with their homework, and it's that extra dollar, but they ain't tell nobody else that they gave that extra dollar to you. And then what we used to do as kids is we used to mess it up, and we go say, I got an extra dollar. And now everyone, the brothers and sisters are jealous because they're dollar. And so now you just missed out on further blessings because you had to announce it. Sometimes secret and quiet is key. It is very, very key in the overall performance and process of what we have to do in the word. Because you got to understand, our Father, God he does things in secret. He likes secret, And when you think about, what it is, he doesn't always tell you exactly what that reward's going to be. We can assume sometimes, we hope that it's going to be, all, the bee's knees and everything, but he never tells us what it is until it's given to us. And because sometimes we're so absorbed in wanting that worldly attention, that worldly reward, we miss out on the small, subtle things that he gives us and that he does for us and how he moves us. Is that difficult sometimes? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we don't understand always. We just think that, okay, we don't know what's going on. We missed out. Oh, woe is me. It's another time to try it again. It's another time to be better. Like I said, while he doesn't, specify exactly what the reward is, we do discover what is in our own experience. At the very least, we come to know God better and experience the joy of being in a relationship with God and doing good. God's reward, we learn, is truly out of this world. Because right now, there is things that he has blessed me in that if I had thought about this a year ago or 6 months ago, this would have never crossed my mind. The fact that that, he continually blesses me, he continually allows me to see another day is awesome. But there are some things that I am just itching the minute he gives the okay to put it out there in the atmosphere, not only for things for myself and the ministry, but the things he has given, to myself and Minister Peterson for you guys. But we have to wait until he's ready for that to be released out in the atmosphere so that we don't interfere and we don't block interference and do something that we shouldn't have done because we acted above and accordingly too soon. We have become in this society, and I call this the microwave society, and I'm 44, 45. I'll be 45. And I call it the microwave society because everybody wants everything what they want, when they want, how they want now. They want it in a microwave and they want it to come out a 5-course meal. They don't, and not all, let me stress that again, not all of us are like that. A good portion of us are. And there was a point in my life that I was. But I realized that patience and waiting, that having that great relationship with God, that learning when to do things in public and do things versus in secret. Now there's going to be some times where he's going to have you do things in the open. And he will discern that to you. It's not going to be, okay, boom, we're doing this, whatever. He's going to say, you know what, I need my people to see this. So he may direct you to do certain things in the open. And that's not to negate that how he is secretive, but there's an overall purpose and plan to everything he tells us to do. Always. Everything God gives us is predicated on other things. Everything we do, how we move, how we angle, how everything is all purposed by him. So therefore, there are stepping stones, there are elevations, there are levels, there's, seasons that every one of us got to go through, and it's leading and it's opening up for another one. So we coming out of one season is opening up for someone else to come out of theirs be into another. We are all chains and building blocks for the overall purpose. So my coming out is showing somebody that they can come out of their situation so that when they go into the next season, they are learning something else. We are always blazing and lighting the path for those behind us and sometimes those around us. But we have to choose, how do we want to be rewarded? Do we want man's rewards? And, and when you think, and I'm not saying, oh, I work and I got a promotion, that's nice. But when it comes above God, that's the problem. When your focus becomes so point on getting to the next about the almighty dollar and you cut him out of it, and you're going to have some issues. There's going to be some problems because he's going to get his glory no matter what. His plan, everything is going to manifest no matter what. So we, as the individuals, because we have free will, we have to make the choice, the type of reward that we want to have. Now, if you read the word, he gives you, he nudges you, he encourages you to choose life, to choose being in secret and get that heavenly reward. He encourages that, tells you it if you have any questions about it. But again, we still have free reign. So how are you going to move forward? How are you going to do what God needs you to do? Are you going to choose the rewards of the world? Now, if you are, understand and know that that ends. When they no longer can use you, when it's no longer beneficial to them, when it no longer fits their agenda. The worldly rewards, you're disposable. You're replaceable. This isn't Beyonce's, song, Irreplaceable. In the world system, in Satan's kingdom, in his kingdom, you're replaceable. So therefore, the minute you ain't in with the newest fashion, he done moved you out the way and somebody else has, been elevated because they got the newest look. or they're sacrificing the most, or, they're giving the essence of what it means to be what they're looking for. But when you choose godly rewards and heavenly rewards, those are from everlasting to everlasting. But see, you have to have patience. You have to have time, and you got to keep it still. Because just because, the world is quick, God may reward us some things right now. And it's a process as we step along within our walk and our journey. And there's going to be some things we get rewarded with we won't see until, the end, until he does the rapture, until we get caught up. We won't see those rewards. So we have to be willing and able to wait for those things and not have to worry about, okay, God, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Let's move. You have to trust him and know that what he's doing and how he's doing it is specifically for you. Now, what I want you to do this evening in reference to your nightly assignment, I want you to always, again, start off with your daily prayer request. Say that as many times as a day you need. And that is, Lord, help me become more generous. And then get your journal. You will always hear me say that. Get your journal. And then with God, reflect on what happened as you carried out your plan of serving someone without talking about it. Now, for those who may be watching on the replay and did not catch last evening's devotional, what was to happen was, let me get that assignment, was you were supposed to, within the next 24 to 48 hours, do an act of service that was in secret. You didn't tell anybody about it. You just did it. So tonight's thing is to reflect on that. Now, if you have not done it, that is okay. We will go over what these are so that you can still reflect on it, but I want you to take the notes. Reflect on what happened as you carried out your plan of serving someone without talking about it. How did you feel doing it? How did the other person respond? What was your experience of God in the experiment of secret service? Share your thoughts and your feelings with the Lord and listen to what the Lord may be saying to you. And then plan another small action of secret service in the next 24 to 40. Again, this week is about sharing. It's about being generous. It's about pouring into others without looking for something in return. Because when you do that heart service and you're not looking for something to come back, that is the best service, because when you're not looking for something to come back, it always comes back. Just pour into somebody and just tell God. And you'll notice how he opens doors for you, how all of a sudden that burdens and something that might have been on your mind and burdening you and oppressing you is no longer doing that. Because you've taken of what you needed or what was troubling you, and you turned the focus on helping someone else. And by doing that, you're allowing God to not only, show him that you're just doing something, you're serving him, but you're allowing him to do the work on your issue without focusing on it, without worrying about it, without, being unsettled about it. So service is key. I know for me, it helps, especially when I start stressing, especially when things are I feel are too much and I got a lot on my shoulders. I begin serving people. Because then I realize I'm no longer focused on the issues and the trials and the tribulations that I'm going through. I'm focused on making someone else smile. And then it leaves God the time to do what he's going to do without me interfering. So reflect on the service that you did. If you haven't already done it, when you do it, reflect on it, and then plan out another one in the next 24, 48 hours. And again, journal it. Now, when I say journal it, you don't have to don't put the person's name, because we want to protect their privacy, but just put what you did and how you felt doing it, and how you felt with God, and how you connected with God, and what God is telling you and pouring into you. So that, again, you can pass that experience on to generations, because it is important for our children and our nieces and our nephews and grandchildren to experience God as well. And so they can see the struggles and the trials and the tribulations and the triumphs that we experience when we're experiencing God. So they can know that we can go through these things and we can make our mistakes and we can serve and we can still serve God. So remember to write your journal. Remember to do your acts of service. And again, we'll revisit this on Friday if we have any more, just so that we would know what we need to do. But again, this week is focused on sharing. So I want to thank you for joining us this evening for the Lent journey. This is the 5th week. Yes, it is. And we got one more week before Holy Week. Holy Week is next week, and then we have Easter. So we have some amazing things and studies planned out. But again, know that we want the best for you. We love you. We are continually praying for you. If you need any prayer requests, you can, and in the comments, you can reach out to myself or Minister Peterson. We are on God for you and about you, so that you like God has for you. Very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we will see you tomorrow, the same time, same location. Be blessed and have a great evening.